Phil, I got your email. How's it going? Not too bad. I, well, I guess I inquire. I figured you'd have a voicemail thing set up, and everybody'd leave their messages, and I'd be able to do it in an anonymity or something. Right, right, right. So you ain't looking for a 3 second version, are you? Okay, okay. Oh, it's not a huge thing. It's something special for me. I um, your peanut butter and jelly artwork kind of made me want to think of telling you this one. I love that. That was great. It's like all your stuff is so cool. It's amazing. But anyway, my little story is I was with my wife at her mother's church, and it's a Pentecostal church, and of course she's Baptist, and so they call her the Baptist lady. And anyhow. They had this thing called a reading, where you go up in front and the pastors and they pray over you and the different people and they talk about you and they're talking to my wife, and kind of describing her story to a T, which it's like if you ever talked to her mother, she probably would tell you about her daughter, and she's got panic attacks and anxiety and stuff, so it's like, okay, describing all that stuff. And all of a sudden, the pastor says, I know your husband didn't come up with you, but I got a little something that God told me about him. And it's like, oh, okay, what's this? And he says, those headaches you've been having? He says they're gone. And I've been having such severe headaches. I knew I had cancer or something to the brain. I don't have no idea what it was. But he's sitting there telling me about this, and I didn't tell anybody because I knew my wife was a worry ward. And this stuff was so serious. I mean, we didn't have medical insurance, so it wouldn't have done any good to, try to get something operated on or something like that. Anyhow, so is like, whoa, talk about, God speaking to you, So anyway, that's my little story that I wanted to add to your project if you wanted it. Anyway, uh, yeah, he just stopped kind of what he was doing over my wife, as far as the praying and talking about her, and just proceeded to tell, you know, my story. It's like he says, and I know your husband didn't come up, but I got this to tell him. And then this, and it's everybody, but there's this black woman that was behind me, off to my right, and she says, and I got something to add. You're good enough. And she says that's just what's led in my heart, that you're good enough, and I've always worried about not being good enough, to make it, to heaven, and I'm sure everybody worries about it. So I mean that wouldn't be that big a deal, but the headache deal was, and anyway, between the two of them, I thought it was pretty cool, and so anyhow, I I hope your project goes good, and all right. Well, you have a good one. All right. Thanks, Phil. I could stop this video now. That was an interesting experience. Talking to Phil from philinthecircle.com. He does amazing artwork. I mean, it's like, woo woo! It's like, this guy is so good. Boom.